The flickering neon lights of the city streets feel cold against my skin, but it's the shadows that make me feel alive. I wasn't born into this life. I fell into it, pulled down by the weight of the streets. I was poor, stuck in a world where survival meant finding a way out, any way I could. You don't join the Yakuza, you're shaped by it. At first, it was the noise of the motorcycles and the rush of adrenaline that drew me in, a member of a Bosozoku gang, always looking for the next fight. It wasn't much, but it was something, an escape. The others around me, they didn't care about society or its rules, and neither did I. Growing up, I never had many options. The world didn't offer me a way out, so I turned to the one thing I could control: power. But that power came at a price. You start small, making your bones with petty crime, stealing, fighting, working your way into the ranks. But then, one thing leads to another. You start to understand that the streets aren't just a place to survive. They're a place to prove yourself. And once you're in for good. The Yakuza doesn't care where you came from, but they'll make sure you pay the price for everything you've done. I wasn't born into the Yakuza. I was just a kid from the wrong side of town, mixing with the wrong crowd. But here, I found my place. And here, I learned that loyalty isn't just a word, it's your life. By the time you're a teenager, you understand that in this world, survival means something more than just breathing. It means knowing how to stand, how to look a man in the eye, and how to take your punishment without flinching. There is no room for weakness in the Yakuza. They say you're born into it, but what they don't tell you is that you're only truly part of the family when you've been tested, broken, and rebuilt from the inside out. You don't just wear the tattoos, you become them, etched into your skin as a reminder of who you are and what you've sacrificed. Your first lesson comes early, at the tender age of 15. While others are worrying about school, girls, or their futures, you're learning how to handle a blade, not for defense, but for offense. In the Yakuza, a knife isn't just a weapon. It's a tool for survival. Your sensei shows you how to hold it, how to make the cut clean, and how to never hesitate. A hesitation can cost you your life. You practice until your hands bleed, but that's just the beginning. The real lessons come when you make your first mistake. The first time you take the fall for your boss, it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. You've disrespected the code, and now you'll pay the price. The pain is part of the initiation. The Yakuza don't forgive, but they do reward loyalty. When you take your punishment, you understand the price of honor. It's not just the blood that flows, it's the trust that binds you to your family. If you make a grave mistake, you may even be called to offer yubitsume, cutting off a part of your finger as an apology. It's a brutal reminder that in this world, nothing is forgiven lightly, and to pay for your failings is the only way to restore a shred of your honor. As the years pass, you rise through the ranks, learning the ins and outs of the organization. You're not just a soldier anymore. Now you're a master of the game, manipulating power, money, and influence with the precision of a seasoned strategist. You handle business, both legitimate and otherwise, but there's no room for error. A misstep, a wrong word, and you could find yourself in the crosshairs of a rival gang. Betrayal is a constant threat in the world of the Yakuza, and you're always watching your back. By the time you're in your late 20s, the tattoos you wear have become more than just ink on skin. They're a map of your journey, each symbol marking a battle won or lost. Every piece of art on your body tells a story of loyalty, of pain, of sacrifice. Your tattoos are a declaration of your place in the family, but they also serve as a reminder of the cost of living by the Yakuza code. In this world, honor is both a shield and a weapon. The first time you sit at the table with the Oyabun, the boss, you understand that this isn't just a conversation, it's a test. Every word you speak, every gesture, every glance is being watched, measured. The Oyabun may seem calm, but his gaze is cold, calculating, like a hawk waiting for its prey to make a mistake. The Yakuza world is built on a delicate balance of power, and one wrong move can topple everything. You learn quickly that the Yakuza are not just a criminal syndicate, they are a family, and like all families, there are expectations. The Yakuza live by an unspoken rule: never betray the family, never let down your brothers, and always repay your debts. You don't walk away from your mistakes. Instead, you make them right, no matter the cost. The work is grueling. Money flows through illegal channels, but it's not always about wealth. It's about control, power, and fear. Fear of the Yakuza is what keeps the system intact. It's the threat of violence that keeps others in line, and it's the fear of betrayal that keeps you loyal. You can't trust anyone outside the family, and even those inside can turn on you without a moment's notice. You're in your 30s. You've lost count of the battles fought, both physical and political. Rival gangs, the police, the government, even your own brothers, all vie for power. The tension is constant, the stakes higher with every passing year. Your hands are stained with blood, but so are everyone else's. In the Yakuza, there is no innocence, no absolution. There is only survival, and survival means embracing the darkness within. In your 40s, you've earned respect, maybe even fear, but you've also become a target. The younger generation is hungry for power, and they will do anything to get it. They don't understand the price of loyalty, the cost of betrayal. For them, the Yakuza is just a stepping stone, a way to get rich and powerful. But for you, it's a way of life, a brutal, unforgiving life that has consumed you. One night, as you sit alone, staring at the tattoos that now cover your body, you realize the truth. You're no longer a man, you're a symbol of the Yakuza, of a way of life that has no place for weakness, no room for escape. The Yakuza may have given you everything, but it has also taken everything from you: your soul, your humanity, your future. Whether it's in a bloody battle or peacefully in your sleep, the world will move on. The Yakuza will continue, because it's not about you. It never was. You were just one piece in a never-ending cycle of violence and loyalty, a cog in the brutal machine of power. In the end, you'll leave behind nothing but your tattoos, the scars, and the memories of those you've betrayed and those who have betrayed you. This is the true cost of being a Yakuza, a life lived in shadows, where loyalty is both your greatest strength and your greatest curse. And somewhere, in the darkest corners of your soul, you know that your blood, like the blood of all who walk this path, will be spilled to keep the family's honor intact.